Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrorble Opinions podcast. As always, I'm your definitely doesn't miss working in retail host, Kenny.
I'm your Daniel. It's me, Daniel.
Aww.
I remember my first Black Friday that separated the customers based on Homo sapien, Homo neanderthal, Homo erectus, Homo floresiensis, Homo habilis, Homo rudolfensis, and Homo heidelbergensis. And those were the days, my friends. Those were the days.
I got Homo erectus just thinking about that.
How old are you?
Age as old as time. I'm so old. I lived through Beast Wars.
He's so old. You know how they keep making those
Ryan's killing it
new
today, guys.
Land Before Time movies?
Oh yeah.
Well, every time a new one drops, it's still it's still a rerun for him.
Oh yeah. Because he's old.
Yeah, it's Ryan before Lion Before Time.
How does Littlefoot never age? What is its secret?
Well, because he got stuck
his...
when the meteor crashed down. I think he got encased in carbonite.
Oh.
I think he does age.
Does he?
Well, how long do dinosaurs live? Do you know?
And that's right. We're talking about
Littlefoot.
2021's Black Friday. I know you could guess that on account of everything we said was totally related to it.
That's right. We're talking about Rebecca Black's Friday.
Ooh.
Oh.
Rebecca Black Friday. Oh, man. Marketing genius right there.
Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunities. Who wants to tell me about Black Friday?
There are no missed opportunities in this movie.
I mean...
Daniel? A synopsis,
What?
Daniel.
Oh, you want the synopsis?
I want your synopsis.
Yeah.
You want the synopsis from me?
I want your synopsis to hit me in the face.
I want your synopsis to hit my mouth with goo and then lift me up and take my face off or decapitate me.
I'm trying to do it, but
Hit me in
everybody's
the ear
interrupting me.
like a Michael J. White kick.
Okay. Alien meteorite thingies crash into a bunch of different places, and one of these places is a toy store on Black Friday. And
Green Friday.
What? Green Friday?
Green Friday.
No, name
Yeah,
movies.
money.
Rebecca Black's Friday. So Rebecca Black has to make up her mind which seat does she take. She could be chilling in the front seat, kicking in the back seat, but she has to make up her mind which seat will she take.
You have to call Babyfoot before you sit in Babyfoot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kicking in the front.
Man. When I first seen the previews for this movie...
I wasn't finished with the synopsis.
Oh, it seemed like you stopped.
That was a dramatic pause.
Well, we cut those.
There's somewhere we don't, and it makes me look at my phone wondering if the thing's broken.
That's a creative choice that I didn't make.
Someone did.
It's artistic. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you got to know
It's a little autistic, yeah.
about the pauses
so,
that
the
happen.
meteorite. If you're around the meteorite, you turn into like a zombie monster thing. And so then these poor Black Friday workers who not only have to work on Black Friday dealing with the hordes because capitalism bad, as per usual, they gotta deal with these zombie-like people.
As per usual.
Bruce Campbell's in this movie.
Devin Sawa's in this movie.
Seth Green is credited in this movie.
Yeah, he's the malfunctioning bear. Dower Dennis.
Dower
Michael Jai White
Dennis.
is in this movie.
Never has a product been shown on cinema that I have wanted to purchase more than the Dower malfunctioning Dennis. Okay?
Yeah, it was doing well. I'd buy it. I think that was what's the opposite of malfunctioning?
Functioning.
But I want to say like it's exceeding its function.
High functioning.
Overachieving.
Oh, like your autism. Whoa.
Autism. You got the autism? Did you get your
the
jab and now
autism.
you got the autism?
Oh, I got double jabbed.
Or is it
They
the
give-
autumn flavor of autism is autism?
Yeah, it's pumpkin spice, bitches.
That's right.
I love me some pumpkin spice.
I know you do.
Kenny, Daniel, have you
Oh,
seen this
man.
movie before?
Yep.
Yeah, this is probably like my 5th time watching it.
Oh, okay.
But
Kenny
it was like,
Daniel. That's when Daniel is on Kenny's shoulders and we are one.
we are one.
That's pretty much what happens
Yeah,
in this. You merge into this parasitic fungi-like creature. I mean, that's kind of what you
That's
look
what we're
like.
doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I watched it a couple times a year it came out, and I've watched it twice now for this. And, I think it's grown on me. It's also a couple more, like, it's a small cast for what it is, but the couple more recognizable actors in this from the horror genre.
Bruce Campbell. Heard of him?
Bruce Campbell, yeah, have you heard of him? You heard of him? Actor
Devin
Ryan
Sawa.
Lee,
You heard of him?
He played Chris, the nerdy young man that Devin Sawa picks up.
I'm afraid of germs.
I don't think he's
hand
nerdy. I think he's just afraid of
sanitizer.
germs.
Their words, not mine.
Yeah.
He was in Super 8 and the first Goosebumps movie.
I don't even know who we're talking about.
He's talking about Ryan Lee
Talking
for some
about-
reason.
And then we had
Why?
Ivana, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. It's Baquero?
Baquero?
Baquero? I don't know if it's a hard Q, but she's definitely been in some shit.
She should get out of
Pan's
it.
Labyrinth.
Why is this
and
happening?
and the new daughter. So I like to talk about where we've seen some of these people before, and I didn't. She's the one who surprised me. I recognized the guy. I did not realize that was the girl from Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, she's
Or-
the little girl?
Yeah, or the daughter from the new daughter, which the new daughter is a banger of a movie.
She's the
if you
new
haven't seen
daughter
it.
and new daughter?
She's the new daughter, and then she's in was it? No, I didn't know the other thing. Yeah, she's a new daughter. So when
Wow.
they bring up her age difference between Devin Sawa's character and hers,
That's 20 years,
once I
right?
found out like she was straight up the girl in Pan's Labyrinth, I'm like, holy shit, yeah, that really set that age difference home. Because I always just assumed Devin Sawa was like 18.
He doesn't look 18.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he bulked up.
Well,
I mean, he
he's
just got
aged
old.
20 years since Final Destination.
Nah, if he grew the hair
30
back out,
years.
he looks same.
No.
Same.
He looks
thing.
better now.
Oh, for
You
sure.
think it's been 30 years since Final Destination?
Yeah,
Check it. Yeah.
30 years. It came out 1994. It did not come out 1994, Ryan.
No,
you
it came
stupid.
I'm stupid.
2002.
I don't know.
No,
2000?
2000.
That's right. It had to be before 9/11. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
very
It's
good.
23 years.
So 23 years
Okay.
ago. What's another
Yeah.
30?
That would be
Well,
53.
that'd be
Another
53,
30.
yeah.
So 23 plus 30.
Now, this also has Seth Green.
It does not
No,
have
he's
He's
Seth
not
in some
Green
horror
in it.
things.
He's not in it unless he's like literally inside
Was
the,
he in the
the
yeah.
bear.
You
bear?
don't think he could be in Dower Dennis?
No.
I don't know. Ryan says
I
no.
mean-
He's a little guy. I bet he could be in there.
I'm sorry. If you're voicing the character in a thing, then you're in it, dog. That's
He's
just
got
the
you there,
rules.
Ryan. He's got
Are
you
te-
there,
You're
dude.
telling me Alan Rickman isn't in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Are you telling me, Ryan, that voice actors aren't people? Is that what you're telling me,
That they
Ryan?
don't deserve a good contract?
Lion Ryan's what they call him.
Lion Ryan. I don't know. I just wanted to stress the fact that it's a small cast, but a lot of them have some.
And you have
decent
stressed
horror.
that over the last 10 minutes, and I appreciate you for it.
Hey, I got you. People need to know where they can go see these people. Michael J. White. Combat.
We're not done. That's a nightmare. This is my nightmare.
Black Dynamite. That's just a good movie.
So, Kenny, I got an impression that you don't like this movie.
No, he does. That's
well,
the
no,
thing.
because
I do
he's doing
like it.
everything he can not to talk about this movie.
I don't know why. I think he's doing it because it bothers me.
Mostly
Well.
just to bother Daniel. No, I like this movie. I didn't like it as much then as I do now, but the reason I didn't like it as much then is it's literally part of the reason I'm naming this entire cast is I thought it was going to be even better than it is.
You got to
But-
work on your expectations. You don't like a lot of things because of expectations.
It's a real problem.
What did this
Real
movie
problem.
need to do that it did not do?
So this
Six
movie,
demon bag.
16 back. This movie's good. It's kind of fun. It's a great setting, great setup. but it's something intangible. There's something about it that doesn't take that next step to make it one of those truly great.
I think
horror
it's like
comedies.
20 minutes too long.
If it didn't have the cast that it had, it would probably be oh, that was fun, and then you kind of forget about it.
So
Instead, it's that was fun, and hey, I got to see Devon Sawa and Bruce Campbell in a movie together.
I'm going to say what probably is doing it is the lighting, the way the scenes are lit. It's not it's lit to be quick and efficient. It's not lit for depth and interest, okay? And everything is shot on a steady cam. There's no dolly shots or pans really. Everything, someone's wearing a harness to get these shots. So this whole thing is like low budget, and you can kind of tell that even though the film grade and the stars are here, it's still, there is something low about the quality. However, guys, the practical effects on those monsters, talk to me.
Oh, they're good.
They're amazing. That monster with Grandma Chain, when she's coming at you, all, "Mrrr." Come on.
I think she's more terrifying as the grandma.
Yeah, the grandma, just says the grandma is more terrifying.
Why? Why is
Yeah.
that terrifying? Oh, because awkward
Because that's a
conversations
real
that we know you
person.
can't handle. That's a real
That's
person.
a real person.
You're not allowed to hit that one. You can hit her later.
She would be, what am I supposed to do with no bread? That's that.
Oh, that's that?
That's the
that.
thing.
You answer her. What's she supposed to do?
Not my fucking problem.
Oh, it is, because she's coming at
No,
you.
I don't think any of that stuff is what would bother me. It's more just, I don't know, the jokes don't land that well all the time. I feel like
I don't really think there. I mean, what's a joke?
exactly.
Exactly.
It needed to lean maybe a little bit.
The one joke they
harder.
tried to do with the germaphobe getting like the hip slang that they were trying to teach him wrong, that didn't really work.
It works here.
What do you mean?
Well, that's
Ryan gets
yeah.
the hip slang wrong all the time.
Yeah, but that's funny because
Oh,
he's old.
Yeah, and we all like making fun of Ryan.
Ryan.
It's just like there are other comedy, like horror comedies at this level that I think just stick the landing better.
I
Like-
also prefer it's too on the nose with the social commentary of capitalism bad. We get it.
Like, it's very predictable, and not necessarily the horror parts, but just the interactions between the people. Like, we've seen all these people before.
Boss man is gonna make them stay even if there is a thing going on because
As
money.
soon as they brought up a bonus, we all knew there was going to be
We knew
no
there was no
bonus.
bonus.
There's no bonus.
Not even a Jelly of the Month club.
Nothing.
As soon as the movie started and we already knew it was a horror movie, we knew horror things were going to happen. We knew it. Predictable.
But actually, the opening little bit with the people pounding on the glass outside who aren't monsters, but very
Those are
much
the real
are
monsters.
monsters.
But they look
That's
like
good.
Yeah, they look like Dawn of the Dead zombies. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's
Right.
that photo of back when all those Jan 6 people were going nutso. There's the photo someone took from inside a courthouse of people doing that exact thing.
Yeah. Ryan, do you ever work retail?
No.
You never worked a Black Friday?
No. I have been to one Black Friday event. And I think we had to get there at 2 a.m. for reasons?
It got to the point where you had to start leaving Thanksgiving early to go wait in line because they'd start opening on Thanksgiving, honestly. They've pulled back from that. Pandemic, I think, also further helped. It feels like the fervor over Black Friday has really kind of died down finally. There's
Because
still
now they
stuff.
realized
What's the
we
point?
cannot be open and then we don't have to pay people.
Yeah, and we can do deals all week long.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I mean,
you-
what?
those first couple of people there, it's exactly like this. They're trying to just get in. Every time you open the door, they're like, hey, I should come in. Like, what do you expect is going to happen? Are you going to go sit in an aisle and wait for us to fucking open? Like, no. That's not how this works. But the thing is, it's not just Black Friday. When I worked at Sam's Club, literally, there'd just be days in the week and it's always these old people. There'd just be these old people standing out there trying to slide in when you walk in to go to work. It's like, what are you doing? You've been here like every day this week. You see the sign.
I'm lonely.
I'm
Yeah,
bored.
go be lonely somewhere else.
I'm
You know what?
lonely and bored, and I don't know about chess.com.
My only joy in this life is to see if I can get one over on you young'uns. I'm gonna slide
here's
through
what
that
because
door.
we got one of these where I work, and we call him Vietnam. I don't know if he was in Vietnam, but I call him Vietnam.
There are more recent, conflicts you could pull from.
But he's an old guy.
He's like real
his
old.
entire
World War I.
his entire purpose for existing is just to talk to whoever he possibly can. He'll try and grab you. We make it a game. You gotta go about your day, but avoid him because he's a hungry hippo, and you're a marble.
Now, why do you call him Vietnam?
I feel like he wears a hat.
A hat.
Probably stolen valor.
Yeah, like a hat. It probably is stolen valor. Like a hat with I don't know, military shit on it.
Amazing.
American flag, you know.
Classic.
Classic Vietnam vet. Yeah, wearing a hat.
So we open our movie.
What movie?
Well, we start. Oh yeah, shit. We're just talking about life and capitalism, ho.
Oh, Black Friday. Back at you. Okay.
Black Friday.
Okay, so you put the vending machines inside the vending machine, and they just buy them.
What?
It's Inception for vending machines.
Talking about Racketeer. Capitalism, ho.
Yeah, they just buy them.
So you got a vending machine, and its purpose is to sell other vending machines.
Oh, what?
Oh, he doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it.
He just doesn't. He doesn't.
This guy doesn't get it. This guy doesn't understand capitalism.
Ho.
Ho.
Yes. We get some introduction to our disgruntled employees before they get to their jobs. We see inside their lives. We got Ken, played by Devon Sawa, who is dropping off his children at their mother's and stepfather's house for Thanksgiving as they ridicule him for having to work on Thanksgiving. And he's like, no, guys, look. Heroes work on Thanksgiving, firefighters, policemen.
Your dad.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg, stepdad, whatever his name is, like, he's not working today. You get my point? You catch my drift? And the kids were all sad that they had Thanksgiving breakfast. It's like...
What is Thanksgiving breakfast?
I think it's just early Thanksgiving. I'm just
breakfast.
Like, glad you even got
But what do you have?
Turkey. Bacon.
So it's...
Pie, whatever you want.
Turkey,
it's just a different time.
Eggs.
You can have Thanksgiving.
I can have whatever I want.
Lunch during breakfast.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking have Thanksgiving lunch after we're done. I just decided.
You gonna go buy a turkey?
No, but it can be it. You guys just said it could be anything.
It could. I think he said it could be any time.
Yeah, when pizza's on a bagel.
Now, if you want to talk about pizza for Thanksgiving, we can talk about a little movie called Freebirds.
I will say that unlike Freebirds, this movie does something with the formula. So normally when the dad's dropping off his kids or something normally the kids don't like him, right? You set up that the kids have a bad relationship. But in this one, the kids are totally into their dad and they're like, no, mom's house, boring. Her boyfriend or stepdad, he smells like Axe body spray.
Oh, man.
That's... Ugh.
Yeah, that was a nice touch. It helped you endear you to Ken a little bit more, that he, at least when he's with his kids, is a good dad. There's some implications later that he's not with them all that often, but, I mean, he works at retail. He needs them hours. He goes to pick up young man Chris, who's, leaving his family Thanksgiving with his dickhole dad and his sweet mother, and he can't find his hand sanitizer, his bottle's empty. It's freaking out, so we got ourselves a germaphobe here. And I can't believe you have to go work on Thanksgiving. Well, is dad still charging me rent? Yeah, no one said anything on that. Although he looks like he should be, at minimum, in college. And he's not, so if he's still living at his parents' house...
You think he's mooching?
He should be paying rent.
What's wrong with that?
Strong disagree. Strong disagree.
God-given American right to mooch off your relatives for as long as you need. Not that I'm speaking American. From experience.
Actually, it's less of American.
What do you
Americans
mean?
make you pay.
No,
Other people would be fine with it.
No.
I'm not saying you pay an equal share, but you gotta contribute.
I don't want to pay anything.
No, you don't.
He brought them a beautiful stabbing couch. We just didn't see it in the shot.
Oh, Ryan's projecting. I understand. Okay, that's what's happening here.
I'm
not. I didn't even birth him.
That's true.
I'm gonna send your father a bill one of these days.
For me or for him?
Yes. Oh God! But then hey, Ken and Chris, they seem like they got a rock solid relationship. They're joking around as he's picking them up. Like, hey, we're boys. We'd never turn on each other.
Boys being boys.
Boys being boys.
Except one of them's a man.
One of them's old enough to be his father.
A man. Yeah. If there's a man.
Okay. Making that weird.
Slice me off a piece of that.
All right.
You saw what I was doing?
No.
Faces.
Yep.
I don't know if Ryan got it, but Dale got it.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan's a little bit slow. He's like, what's her name?
Ruth. Ryan is the Ruth of this team.
There we go. I was trying to figure her name.
Although Ruth is my spirit animal.
Ruth is so good. Let's just do a quick rundown of our characters in the store. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, if I must.
Go.
There is.
What?
All right. There's Ken.
Oh, you want me to do it?
There's Chris, the coworker.
Ruth
is old lady. She was there when they segregated people at Black Friday.
There's Brian.
Brian is our floor manager. There's Jonathan.
There's Michael Jai White.
Jonathan is Bruce Campbell, the general manager.
Jonathan Wexler. Okay. There is Marnie, who is gonna be Ken's. They're not a thing. They made out on a table just to pass the time, but they're not a thing, Kenny.
No, they're a thing. They're not dating.
Oh, they're a thing. They're not dating, but they're only a thing within. It's
within the confines of the building.
Within these four walls, we are a thing. Outside these walls, you haven't even taken me on a date.
Pancakes. We got Archie, Michael J. White, who probably just another floor worker, but they've got him dressed more like he also handles like.
He's like your maintenance guy who also
big rough maintenance guy
does stuff in between doing that.
Like karate probably.
Probably a lot of karate.
We got Emmett, we got Anita, and Bircher.
Emmett's the new boy. First day on Black Friday.
First day on the job.
That's not great. Yep. Anita, she's our every month employee of the month suck up.
Every place has one.
We got Dower Dennis.
Okay, yes, Dower Dennis gets his own credit, sure.
The disgruntled little bear. He should get his own movie. It'd be like the Child's Play remake.
Or we take Teddy.
You ever seen
Rockspin,
Ted?
And yeah, we take Teddy Rockspin. We combine it with Ted and Child's Play. And
you ever seen Ted 2?
No.
The Ted-ing?
9/11 was an attempt to keep those movies from happening.
You failed.
Nice try.
Better luck next time. So,
I don't know. Kenny, even before like all the chaos starts and the mutants, I'm having a good time just watching all these people talking to each other, getting jabs at each other, all the petty office politics. I'm just having a blast.
Oh, well, might I recommend the show Superstore to you?
Ooh.
Because that's what it is, only in a more hilarious manner. Superstore was underrated.
While I never have worked retail, I have worked in a warehouse, and this is very much the dynamic of what goes on. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember this. Good times.
Yeah. Forced to be with like a bunch of people that you'd rather not ever be with. Yeah.
Yeah, and being like, may I drive the forklift? And they're like, have you been trained? Do you have your forklift license? And I'm like, no. Oh.
No.
Well,
but do you wear glasses?
I've got both eyes, and I'm not drunk like the guy.
Well, Ryan pushed up his fake glasses.
I have not been hitting the cocaine. Does that must qualify me for something? And they're like,
for something?
Yeah, here's the broom. I'm like, okay, I'll go back to my corner.
So you like situations where people have to be nice to each other when otherwise they would never want to ever communicate with them outside of the work, so you're forced to interact?
I enjoy watching that, yes.
It's like a human zoo.
It's like a human zoo
It is like a, yeah.
that I can then turn off.
I'm about to turn this podcast off.
It's been a banger. It's been a banger.
I feel like the vibes are all wrong, guys.
It's all wrong.
Why are the vibes all wrong?
Up.
Daniel.
I don't know. The vibes feel off.
You know what? I feel like you don't like this movie, Daniel.
No, I did. Up until I just felt like it went on for too long.
How long was it? It's an hour and 24 minutes.
Yeah, you cut about 24 minutes off of that.
What would you cut out? Okay, you can cut out some of the heart-to-heart stuff when they...
No, you don't cut that.
You don't cut that? Then what are you cutting out?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess you could open in the store.
Yeah.
Like have them roll into the parking lot. You don't need to see the kids. You don't need to see
I don't need to see the kid's family. I don't need to see his family.
You can just be there.
Yeah.
But then the only thing you have is he's a much older man who's hitting on a much younger coworker at their job.
You still talk about it. You just don't have to show it. Like everything else could stay the same. You didn't.
I guess it helps to show that he's not a creeper, because I guess you could be a creeper and be good with kids. So I don't know.
Did you guys
In fact,
that?
some creepers are great with kids. They're kid creepers. I'm looking at Kenny. He's holding up a lollipop.
Yeah,
it's giving me the
double finger
Texas guns. Pew 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 pew
pew pew pew pew pew pew pew.
So there's not. Okay, here's the thing. There's not a lot of story to talk about, right?
Right. We pretty much just get into the action. So let's set up our
what's our character dynamics. To talk about.
Okay. Look.
What are we doing
Marty,
now?
Will they? Won't they?
Okay.
It sounds like maybe they have. Chris and Brian.
No,
Brian
they made
hates Chris. Okay. Brian hates Chris.
Brian's power crazy.
Power crazy. Brian, the floor manager, like making Chris do all these things. He knows that Chris is a germaphobe and would rather be on the floor. Makes him go to the register anyway. Okay, Archie.
Register's the germiest place.
Yeah, it is. Archie's trying to do the right thing in general. You know, he turns down Ken's shot of whiskey in his coffee there at first. And then they find out they're not getting paid breaks that day, and he's like, all right, whatever, fuck it.
I feel like that's illegal.
Oh, yeah, they watched him do it, too.
Not that. No paid break.
Oh, you're not giving me a paid break? Well, yeah. I mean, lunches aren't paid in some places.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
you don't know. We got, Anita is down on everyone because they're not employee of the month every month like her.
Corporate sent a nice cake.
Aw. Oh, yeah, I didn't even mention that guy's name. He died pretty quick. Who was that? I don't know. But he put his finger in the cake.
Call him Beanie.
Beanie smokes a lot. Put his finger in the cake. And you know what?
Beanie smokes a lot, yeah. For that, he had to die. What does everyone in this movie do wrong to need to die for why?
I just had a break, Ryan.
Waspinator melting down.
I don't think that works in this movie.
What do you mean? It works. It's fine. Okay. Oh yeah.
Waspinator's a toy.
What? No. Okay. So what are the employee or shopping rules?
Waspinator would work in any movie.
This movie.
Give him a chance.
Nothing. This movie's not about that. This movie is just
all
about
the survivors
getting
broke rules.
people into cool prosthetics, becoming monsters, and chasing people through the store, and getting into this paper mache that glows and contracts and expands so pretty, and they all just want to get consumed by it and help it expand like lovely fungus. That's what this movie is about. It's not about the characters. It's about watching people get ripped apart.
But you don't see anyone get ripped apart.
Shoot out of their mouths.
True, you see aftermath of people get.
You do see the aftermath, and I like seeing the aftermath.
Yeah, and I like the sticky gum tongue action that comes out like a lizard tongue.
And I like seeing them eating spaghetti off the floor.
The grandma monster's pretty good.
Don't waste spaghetti. Mom's
Don't
spaghetti.
Waste spaghetti
on the floor. Vomit already. Well.
Let's get into
difficult.
Let's get into the bullshit. How does our bullshit first happen?
We're just now getting into it.
We've talked about everything else we could think to talk about these characters. Let's just get into the bullshit now. We can do that.
Might as well just go scene by scene. What else?
I don't think I can do that for this.
There's no reason.
what are
to
you
do
doing?
that. So what do we got? What do we got?
Okay, so
Here's the thing.
we first see some.
I really like this movie. I think this is like one step below My Name is Bruce, but I think it is like that kind of movie.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I've got some Rex that'll be.
That has a lot
similar
more Bruce Campbell.
level.
It does.
Although Bruce's outfit in this is adorable, the little bow tie.
Yeah, he's got a good look and a good mustache.
And a good mustache. We get a weird pink blob thing.
Yeah.
Is that the meteor that shows up like under Santa's chair?
Yeah.
And it's like pulsating.
Mm-hmm.
And our angry grandma goes and sits down in that chair after she gets sent away from the register.
Why is she so angry?
Santa's village.
Well, everything bad happens in Santa's village, but why is she so angry, Daniel? Why did she need that bread?
Well, here's the thing about the bread, Ryan.
Yeah.
It wasn't that we didn't have bread. It was that you didn't like the price of our bread. When you can go down to aisle whatever and just get the shitty bread for $1. You don't have to be bothering me right now. That's a choice you made.
So, do you have a timeout chair like they do, but they just call it Santa's Village?
Mm-hmm. We keep it in the parking lot.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Good spot.
It's
round back.
That's good thinking.
Yes.
Well,
Who encounters? Well. I think Chris encounters the first slightly more aggressive than they normally are, I guess, employee or customer, because they let the customers in. Black Friday's happening.
Some of the people in the crowd are like a little sick because being around the meteorite makes you sick.
Yeah,
they're all coughing.
I didn't know if they were sick from the meteorite or if they were just all look like done in because they had stayed up so late to line up outside to do whatever bullshit shopping they were gonna do. But they all look like walking one step away from Walking Dead, right?
Yeah, they got the vid.
They got that meteorite.
Oh shit!
Fungus, man.
I got that meteorite COVID.
Oh, yeah, meteor vid.
Uh-oh.
It's the worst kind.
That's fine. And once this thing starts spreading, everybody starts going crazy.
Yeah, Chris defends himself from some customers, and then Brian puts him under citizen's arrest because Brian doesn't like Chris. And they're all back there, and then someone else gets attacked, and they show up like, yeah, no, these people are going fucking nuts.
I like how, so they're all in the back room dealing with Chris, like all our main characters are back there, and then they settle on what to do, and then they walk out from the back room, and the place is just like fucking, there's blood everywhere, there's body parts everywhere. They were gone for like 2 minutes.
They were. The thing is,
this is why you don't leave kids alone, Daniel. You turn your back on them for 2 minutes, they've murdered everything, strung them up like Christmas ornaments. Just can't do it.
Yeah. And before they all went back there, because at first I'm just like, well, who's running the store? They shut down the store momentarily. They're like, no, everyone needs to leave for a second. But
yeah,
the back door ended up staying propped open, and so they just came back inside and tore shit up. So it's not. I just don't want anyone thinking that they were just all back there while the store was open. They did the responsible thing, because we had our Jaws moment where Jonathan was like, we need to be in the 6-digit range this weekend. We can't shut down the store.
His job is to give numbers to corporate, okay?
That's it. They give him a cheap-ass bottle of champagne every year to get those numbers.
Why do they have to shut down the store anyway?
Yeah, for like...
Because homeboy killed somebody.
Well,
really?
People die in stores all the time.
Yeah. You've done a
When's
citizen's
the last time
arrest.
Died in your
You're
store,
good.
Dale?
Last time someone died in my store, I don't know, maybe a year ago? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. People die in
OD
stores
in the
all
bathroom.
the time.
That's fine. I wish they wouldn't use the nice bathroom, but what are you going to do?
That's a haunted nice bathroom.
Well,
haunted bathrooms.
We got a good bathroom scene in this one, though. Once all hell's broken loose and our people are like trying to find different places to hide in the store, Ken decides like, oh yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom, and Jonathan's like, oh yeah, I really gotta poop. I've just been holding it, waiting for someone else to go.
Confession
time.
I'll
go with you.
When he said that, I had to pause it because I had to go to the bathroom at that time too.
Did you play?
I think I did too.
This movie just did something to our brains. Like, oh, it's got to go. I'm like, you're right. I do too, Mr. Campbell.
Movie's taking a bathroom break. I'm gonna take a bathroom break.
Pause.
I think this movie's taking a bathroom break in our heads.
Whoa, what the fuck are you trying to say?
What is that saying? It's
trying to say. I'm saying this is definitely a top 5 episode so far. Is what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Is this my fault? I chose this movie. Is this my fault? I thought. Look,
you chose this movie?
I chose this one because I saw maybe a photo of it of the creatures, and I'm like, a monster
Creatures are
movie,
good.
a monster movie on Black Friday. Wait, no, a monster movie on Black Friday with Bruce Campbell. Okay, how can this be bad?
Well, it wasn't bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's just incredibly difficult
There's-
to talk about, apparently, because there's no
It's
story.
it's one ongoing like onslaught, I guess. I mean, it's
The monsters just want to throw themselves into the goo pile and build a kaiju.
Now,
like there's
why-
cool things
yeah.
happening, but it doesn't stand out.
Sure.
Like the creatures look fantastic, but I mean, can you picture every kill, like main character kill in this movie?
I think Ruth got right over by a car.
She got
By a
hit
cop
by a
car,
police
yeah.
car, yeah.
That was funny.
Archie died off camera, didn't get to throw any kicks.
No kicks.
No roundhouses.
Jonathan does a dive back into the building to save
Unnecessary.
everyone else.
That was our Bruce Campbell time is up. Get him out of here.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Brian gets flicked like a paper football.
I love
Yeah,
it.
but I would like to see him like smash into some cars and like explode into
Yes, Daniel. I would have
mist.
liked on the paper football flick. Brian goes into the car, but it has so much force that the car also gets flicked. So like
Yeah.
it's just a whole cascade of things
And you
that then
see-
explode.
You see him like go up into the sky and like just keep flying.
yes,
Yeah.
a little ricochet.
Something fun.
You're right.
Yeah,
a little something
nice
more
for the family.
They
That's
could
what
have
Kenny was
done
talking
something
about, a little
with like
plus.
his shadow in the moon. His shadow and his like crumpled form could have looked like a kid on a bicycle. They could have done
Oh, that would've
something
been-
fun.
Oh,
Adorable.
That would have been funny. What else could this movie have
Would have
done?
Just ease up on that capitalism.
Ease up on the capitalism.
Ease up.
It's Black
More
Friday.
No-
man.
subtle.
It's Black Friday.
More
no,
subtle.
main,
they're coming at you like
We,
monsters.
we have a small cast. You don't have to kill any of them off screen. There's plenty of time to kill them all on screen.
There definitely was plenty of time. We wasted a lot of time. Couldn't tell you doing what.
And they could have killed Anita in a more brutal way.
What happened to Anita?
I think she just got the tongue thing to her
Oh,
neck.
her neck got.
Yeah. Should have drawn it out. Who is your least favorite, like, if you were stuck there, who would be your least favorite, like, co-worker?
Brian.
No, man, you know that's not true. Oh no, you said Brian. Sorry,
Said-
I'm triggered.
I didn't say-
Sorry.
You are
Jeez.
lying.
pumped. I'm pumped.
I did not say lion.
Okay.
You're so pumped.
I'm pumped.
Where are you putting that energy?
Ooh.
Is it in this episode?
I've
It's
had
not
a-
in the episode.
I was. So, how can this happen? Because I was so happy watching this thing in the moment.
I think it was me. I came in and I just sucked everything.
What,
Sucked
did you
it all
even
right
take
up.
notes?
Me?
What's a note?
Yeah, you.
No.
Daniel, did you take notes?
I generally don't though.
This is one of the rare times I did not take notes because I was just watching it with my daughter, and she was all fluffing around too. I'm like, there's no way I can take notes with everything that's happening. So
Can I tell you a secret?
What are her thoughts on it?
This is like
Get her in here.
This is like only the second time I've ever not taken notes as well.
What was the first one?
The first one was
Hellraiser.
actually Ravenous.
Oh, Ravenous.
Oh, Ravenous. I didn't take Ravenous notes either.
So we got no notes.
We've got
Yeah,
no
no
notes.
notes.
I have fond memories.
Yes. Leave no notes. Take with you only fond memories. I like it.
Yes.
Um.
What did she think? She thought she really liked the monsters. She wanted to know how the fungus parasite paper mache thing was done, and some of the things she did say were too scary, so she had to leave. And she did not laugh at anything. Okay, she did laugh when Brian got flicked because she thought that was funny.
Yes.
Now, does she
Oh,
have the
that-
same sense of humor as your wife?
God, I hope not.
Does she think White Chicks is the funniest movie ever made?
We haven't watched it yet.
Huh.
Well,
And are you gonna
Don't worry,
sit
though, Daniel.
there
Like,
and
when
tell
she
me
was-
it's not?
when she was in the womb, Daniel, they put headphones on the belly and they played White Chicks.
Yeah, all she got was White Chicks and Tootsie. That's all she was allowed to
White Chicks
listen
and
to.
Tootsie. When the infected people, got left alone long enough, they eventually morphed into a leveled up creature. They get bigger. They get like Freddy Krueger skin, and like with grandma, or like her face became
No,
like,
no. Grandma wasn't infected.
What was wrong with grandma?
Oh yeah, that was just grandma.
That was just grandma.
Oh,
That's what years of alcohol abuse and exposure to the sun will do to you.
I'm thinking suntan booth.
You're thinking suntan booth.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Let them think.
I'm thinking. Well.
Yeah, this is that same energy we bring to Black Friday.
When we work on those days. Yeah.
I don't work on. Do I work?
I mean, we've all got turkey belly right now.
What is a turkey belly?
So when you eat all that turkey and then
You got the itis?
It's when you eat turkey,
you got the itis.
and then you have a significant other one come up and just go gobble, 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 right up in your gut.
Wait, so like a significant other one is what you said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Significant other one. Wait, what?
That's what
They
you
come
said.
up there and they gobble your gobs, I guess.
So a significant other one. Like a turkey?
How far do you put the nose into the belly button when you're doing this?
Innie or outie?
Well, Annie, obviously, we're humans.
It'd be a
here.
belly button. Wait, was it an Audi? Is that a button also? Why is it a button? Why do we call it a button?
Button. Who's got a button?
It should be the belly gap.
I guarantee if you go to someone you don't know and put your finger in it, it'll trigger something. So it's a button.
Oh,
that's probably true.
Guaranteed. Try it.
that's probably true.
Let this Black Friday be the day you try it. Gobble, 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 gobble.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
So the turkeys go back in time
to get pizza
stop.
on the menu and to stop the slaughter of turkeys. Now, I think turkeys, are they a nice animal?
I wouldn't trust one.
I think you could hug one.
I wouldn't.
I don't know.
You ever? I seen a wild turkey the other day.
Really?
And I'm like, where do you? Yeah, not all the time, but it's not that rare.
Why? Yeah, that's not rare at all. Why you sound surprised?
I figured someone would have shot it to eat it.
They do every year.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like,
Not
where are
the
you
same
guys
one.
hanging out?
There's lots of turkey. You're in one.
Saw a chicken crossing the road once. That was cool.
What was it doing?
Just strutting across the road,
Was it just
Hell
going
yeah,
to work.
why,
I
though?
guess I don't fucking know.
getting to the
Black
other
Friday.
side?
Had to go work.
Going to
was
the
getting
Black
to the
Friday
other side.
sale?
That's why the chicken crossed the road.
Listen,
So it could join the giant
Listen.
kaiju monster at the
Monster.
end. Monster baby.
you want to know what the most absolutely psychopathic move in this movie was?
Psychopathic move.
It's when we find Ken gets bit at some point.
Okay.
And he thinks one of the zombies bit him, so he's
when
infected
Brian
now.
bites him.
Yeah, it turns out Brian bit him because he's like, "Don't worry, I took care of the Ken problem. He's no hero." Like he's bragging to Jonathan that he took out Ken, but he didn't actually tell Jonathan exactly what he did. But yeah, literally, there was a situation where I was able to get Ken to where he would just die because, well, he's no hero. What does that make you?
What was the Ken problem?
I don't. They just like, oh well, he was causing all this friction and blah blah blah. It's like
He wasn't,
that was,
though.
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
They were
he wasn't
all
a great
like
employee.
they were all. You would have thought he would have
in this
bit Chris
specific
then.
moment. I don't think that matters.
Mattered to
Yeah, it
Brian.
In
doesn't
fact,
matter.
I don't think it matters in that store at all.
No, Brian would have bit Chris before he
It's
bit
not a
Ken.
hospital.
It's a hostile work environment. That's insane.
Yeah, he
And-
cray.
Yeah.
I think we found the character Ryan identifies with. He's a Brian.
Well, he would
Brian
think.
is Brian.
So all the creatures keep wanting to get together and like merge
Oh, now
to
he's a
grow into
turkey.
the big creature, and eventually they do, and they turn into a kaiju.
It's
of all
Swifty.
the-
Shit on the
Swifty.
floor.
turns into a kaiju of all the customers, and all their faces are coming out of it and screaming, and Brian's in the parking lot with Chris and Marnie, and he's like, I think I can reason with them. And Marnie's like, what do you mean? And Brian's like, it's a manager thing, you wouldn't understand. So he's still trying to put everyone else beneath him. And he does a slow walk up to the creature, trying to like, hey, do you remember Black Friday 2016? Oh yeah, crazy times. Ha ha ha. Did you get what you wanted out of that scene?
Yes,
No,
because the kick is good.
he should have been turned into a red mist.
Well, I mean, look.
Ooh, if he could have just
Okay.
exploded. They either needed to explode him or they needed to do even more with him flying away from the little finger flick.
Okay, sure. But the idea that he just gets flicked away, that is what I want. Now, if you could have plussed it with more collateral damage, that would have been better.
True. The building's on fire, though. We think Ken's dead. Well, we don't. The other two survivors think Ken's dead. Ken's in there surviving. He put on roller skates. He's rolling around.
He's thriving.
He's used his dear buddy Dour Dennis as a distraction.
Did you call it a deer?
His dear buddy, not like...
Oh, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a fucking bear, stupid.
We've got a lot of nods to some of these horror actors, other properties throughout this movie, and just him working with Seth Green's Dour Dennis is an Idle Hands reunion. They talk about when Ken gets his arm bit, like maybe we should cut it off. Idle Hands. It's also Curse of Chucky plays on the TV. Well, it's also an Evil Dead, and I would have said Evil Dead if that was brought up to Bruce Campbell's character. Now, Bruce Campbell says at one point, after they kill one of the things...
I told you they don't die.
Yeah, I told you they don't die.
He did
That'd
say
be an
that.
Evil Dead. Yeah. Those are fun. We could have gone heavier with all those, If we're gonna
It should have been
just
Ash, and who manages the store.
Yeah, so if this had been an hour-long episode of Evil Dead TV series.
Ash versus Evil Dead?
Yeah. Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a solid episode.
I will say...
Well, that's the thing. It's not a...
What's the thing?
It's not a bad movie. That's what we have to get across
Why
here.
is Ryan allowed to have fun? I want to have fun.
He's having silent fun.
Oh, this is my alter ego.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Go on.
I thought they were going to do something cool with those light up swords at some point.
I did too. Oh, the ones that look like... Well, there was a light up sword. And at some point, someone maybe had a Minecraft sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised of what they did with the forklift. I didn't know where the hell that was going to go.
That was good for the kaiju, because we...
No, it was bad for the kaiju.
Well, yeah. It was Scrotum's forklift, though, because...
He mentioned
Chris
that he...
was like, why did they train me for the forklift, and then never...
Because they knew.
They knew. As soon as he touched it, someone got hurt.
The forklift. That's right. He watched that forklift training. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, everyone knows the one you're talking about.
Okay, and he's like, this is how you do it. This is how you do it.
That's what I do after I watch a training video. Like, now I know how to do it.
I'm going to let a kaiju take it to the eye.
Well, yeah, that's what a training video is for, is to train you.
Now, you say that's what a training video is for, and I'm going to have to agree.
Wow, what a bold statement.
The kaiju does the weird, elastic tongue thing out to the forklift with Chris driving, and he's throwing it in reverse. I gotta tell you, I don't think it would work at all. I think it would have got picked up immediately. But anyway, he's pulling on that tongue, and then he's like, all right, fuck you, and then he hops out of the forklift, and then it shoots up at him, and the fork stab it in the face. One of its faces. It's got a lot of faces. It's a kaiju of many faces.
And then the kaiju goes boom. It falls down. Took its time doing it, though.
Because... Yeah. Well, Ken was opening up, explosive gas tanks throughout the building to help.
It's on fire.
Facilitate. Yeah. Yeah, it's...
So that happened.
That happened. Like I said, if it didn't have the big names in this cast, it would be like, oh, that was a fun movie. And I probably wouldn't think about it after that. Like, I enjoyed it more this time watching it than last time, like I said. It's just...
Our discussion makes me think it's not as good as I thought it was.
No, it's fine. It's
just
perfectly
not that's easy.
Fine. It is. It's McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Okay, look. If Evil Dead Rise didn't have
They're
all
good,
the lore and stuff that came with it,
but if it gets cold, not so good.
Okay.
I feel like we struggled a little bit at times to convey what was going on in
maybe
Evil Dead
you
Rise
struggled.
as well.
I'm
there were definitely
10
some
eggs in
moments.
the pan. I know exactly what's going on in that movie.
Wait, what movie?
You know what's going on in this
Which
movie?
movie?
Too.
This movie had
what
no
movie?
eggs.
What movie?
No eggs.
Someone tell me
Evil
what
Dead
movie.
Rise.
Washpinator confused.
Oh my god. I mean, you're just the slowest and the juiciest.
He was a juicy boy.
Juicy boy.
So after the kaiju goes down, they're like, "Yay! Ooh, there's Ken checks his phone and like, okay, all the survivors, they got a little hidey hole they're going to. Let's go there." And then we see them driving away, almost like driving from the mist, ending a little bit. But then we see in the distance, oh no, more kaijus, bum bum bum, and then the movie ends.
Yeah, because we'd heard earlier that this was happening at like other places as well.
Yeah, because meteorites are dropping.
Don't let them
all
get
over
together.
The place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which they do.
They do. They be merging.
They do. I mean, look, it's worth a watch. There's fun little bits. I mean, we get some of the things where like the characters will be hiding and there'll be like humanoid shaped things nearby and the creature will be standing there with the humanoid things. And
that happens one time.
There. We got, bathroom shenanigans.
Bathroom shenanigans are always a good time.
Always a good time.
That's gotta get extra stars.
Especially when you do them at work.
Oh yeah. We got fun stuff with the germaphobe, putting them in very germy situations.
He fell
Everyone
into
loves
garbage.
They made him fall into garbage. Trash
He
can.
had to touch the sticky keyboard. He had to mop up the filth.
Falling into the trash thing like that, would that still hurt or no?
You
Probably.
probably wouldn't love it because trash is sometimes hard.
Yeah, trash is full of metal.
Is that better than
trash
falling
is
on the
where
ground?
I put my used needles.
Yeah. Dude, you just need to rinse them out, dog. In this economy,
How much do needles cost?
$7 at least.
Probably less than the bread you make in your very super expensive store that no one can buy, Daniel.
What am I supposed to do without bread with needles in it?
Yeah. Where am I supposed to get my needle bread now?
Needle bread, oh, needle bread, needle bread.
Needle bread.
Bop, da-dum, dum,
Boom,
dum.
boom, boom.
So I would say watch this movie because it's fun. Also, go watch My Name is Bruce because it's fun and it's better.
The jokes land harder. They're memorable. Go watch Bubba Hotep. You'll
Bubba
be quoting
Hotep
Bubba
for
Hotep.
sure.
Okay, so Bubba Hotep. Could we review Bubba Hotep? Because now I'm scared. Now I'm scared to review movies that I'm like, I like that movie because I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, we could do Bubba Hotep.
We could spend an hour just quoting.
Turn in tomorrow for Bubba Hotep.
Doghouse.
I don't know what that is.
That's the one where the British gents go on a
got
guy's trip
it.
to a
I got it.
Yeah, Doghouse is a good one. The creatures kind of reminded me of the Doghouse ones when they leveled up, kind of similar.
What kind of a
Good
creature am I
effects.
going to be when I level up?
Yeah,
The one from
You are
Abominable.
leveled up. Oh, the
Otis?
guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Otis.
I don't think Daniel will turn full Otis.
You never
Try
go
to
full
give-
Otis.
You never go full Otis because you kill your
that's-
patient.
That's the thing.
You try to give them stuff they're allergic to, and then give them sass about it. It won't kill you, Otis. I'm allergic.
Well.
It's it's nothing.
Washpinator is sorry.
I'm so glad we got
Waspinator did it
Waspinator
wrong.
here for this one.
Oh, God.
we needed Waspinator earlier.
Washpinator.
Go watch Freaks of Nature. Freaks of Nature's a better version
Freaks
of
of
this
Nature?
level of horror comedy. Yeah. Freaks of
I don't know
Nature.
what that is.
Well, just go watch it. Go watch Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse.
Meh.
Max Brooks, Monster Slayer.
Yeah.
Nope.
Jack Brooks, but close enough.
Max Brooks wrote World War Z. Good try though.
He's on it.
He's ooh.
Devolution.
And how do we say that word?
De-evolution, devolution,
I don't think you go de-evolution because it's one E there.
devolvolution.
So I just
Okay,
go
that's-
devolution.
I think they say it in the audiobook.
There ain't no way they say the title because the title
I
doesn't
think
mean
they
shit.
did because I listened to it recently.
You telling me Pam Grier says the title? Not Pam Grier.
I'm telling you, Pam
Jesus Christ.
Judy Greer was going
Judy Greer,
thunk,
that's the one.
thunk, thunk.
Oh, we're communicating. We're telling them they should stay away from our village.
Mm,
Mm.
mm,
Mm.
mm.
Look, I recommend you go watch this movie. I recommend you don't listen to this episode.
If you listen to this, whew,
Happy
Good-
Black Friday!
good on
Friday.
ya, I guess.
Hey, you know what?
I
I
don't know.
prefer you listen to this episode than try to do any Black Friday shopping. Okay.
ooh. You know how at like Best Buy, you can make those speakers play whatever you want, right?
I don't know, but
And we made
okay.
it play Chacarone that one time.
Chacarone.
Chacaroon.
Hey, yeah, make them play this episode. Make them play this episode, and that place will clear out so fast, and you'll be able to buy whatever you want.
Should we release this episode at 2 a.m. that day? That way it's ready to go for people out there. Because 7 a.m. when we normally drop these is too late.
I don't think Best Buy will be open at 2 a.m.
It's not, but that's when people line up.
Is closed forever.
So yeah, 2 a.m. baby. 2
a.m.
Hopefully
that's
this
when
has
I
kept
wake
you
up,
warm
so that doesn't bother
on this
me.
cold morning as you're waiting to get that half-price DVD.
Best Buy doesn't sell DVDs anymore.
What?
Get rid of physical copies, dog. Mm-hmm. It's a whole thing.
But that means there'll probably be like a big old clearance sale, right? They got to get rid of all that shit.
Oh yeah,
probably offload it to some other company.
Yeah, and they'll do it for full price.
They're gonna offload it to Worst Buy.
Hastings.
Hey, oh.
No. I just wait.
Waspinator sad.
Waspinator sad. So
I know we spent 20 minutes talking about this movie in an hour.
So I guess like when it comes time to vote for like best host of 2023, make sure you put your vote towards Waspinator.
Waspinator's whole body hurts.
Should we just
He's doing his
re-record
best.
this and I just do a Waspinator voice the whole time?
Yes.
Just when you go to edit this, you just go in there and you record a separate Waspinator stuff where he's trying to chime in.
Where Waspinator's trying to chime in, but we won't let him.
We just ignore him.
Just like fucking Megazord. Who is it?
I'm sorry, what?
Megatron.
Megazord?
Just like Megatron wouldn't listen to any of Waspinator's good ideas either.
Yeah, so just pepper this with Waspinator and it's salvaged.
Waspinator, masturbate!
Oh, God. Yeah.
You know those robots were getting down.
Look,
Waspinator,
I want to...
it's a freaky freak.
The cheetah guy and the spider lady were definitely humping.
Oh, gross.
And then the other spider dude was probably jealous because he thought he would get with the spider lady because he's a spider dude.
He did think that.
Spider
But
Doug.
he also had his other plans.
He had so many plans.
We've all got other plans. I plan to do a good episode today.
Well.
And yet, no plan survives contact with Waspinator.
With Waspinator!
Oh, God.
Whew.
Wait, what is this?
I got another hour in me. Let's keep going. You know?
Maybe if we start off from the beginning, something salvageable will come out of
you know
it.
what? I think I'm ready now. That was the warm up. Let's record the podcast now.
Wait. There's another Black Friday movie. I think it's a musical that came out in 2020.
A musical, you
And
say?
it's got this creepy little critter guy.
Oh.
It says, when a hot new toy incites riots on Black Friday, the shoppers at Hatchet Field's Lakeside Mall must battle the brainwashed followers of godlike being Wiggly as pandemonium grips the world.
Everybody likes to wiggle.
Everybody likes to wiggle. It's a horror musical comedy. We watched the wrong one. Look, it's not too late.
Are you working today?
Yeah.
It's too late then.
We should next year we're doing 2020's Black Friday.
I don't know if
Waspinator's
Waspinator's gonna make it to next
After
year.
this one, I don't know if we survive another season.
We're canceled.
Black Friday has killed again.
Yeah.
Black Friday kills. What if yeah.
Yeah. Well,
For sure.
Why'd we
Sure.
call it Thanksgiving? We could have called it Thanks-taking.
Yeah, that's true. We could have. It's
These are the thoughts.
a little too late to do the right thing now.
Which is what?
Pizza.
Oh, you're the right
What's
thing
that,
to go
Skip?
back in time. like those turkeys did in what was that
So
movie?
once a time, I'm saying you should watch Freebirds.
Freebirds? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Why don't, you know what? Give us. We'll go out on you giving the plot synopsis to Freebirds again. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
So in Freebirds, okay, the president, this happens in real life every year, the president pardons a turkey. You know, like, hey, you're not going to be no Thanksgiving dinner turkey. You've been pardoned. You know, it's a fun little thing. So he goes and he pardons this turkey that's a little outcast turkey from his turkey brethren because he knows that people are eating them.
Why is he an
And it's like,
outcast?
because he's trying to tell them that the farmer's not their friend. The farmer wants to eat them. And the other ones are just like, corn? Corn! Like, everything's corn to these guys. And look, so he gets pardoned because the president's daughter grabs him, and she's like, I'm pardoning this one, all right? And then so he gets to go with them back to the White House, and the little girl's sleeping all the time. I think she's got a real problem. And he starts watching the TV. He learns to use the remote. He sees an ad for pizza, and like he starts ordering pizza, and he like makes friends with the pizza guy, and that's cool. And then this other turkey shows up. And
so he orders pizza to the White House?
Yeah, that's great.
Now, if you were to deliver pizza to the White House, like, how big of a tip would you be expecting?
Oh, huge.
Ryan?
Like, on.
Here's a tip. Don't walk with your nose up in the rain.
Turkeys do that. They'll drown. I don't know if that's true. Anyway, another turkey shows up and like, hey, man, we got to go. And he basically forces him to leave with him. And they end up in a time machine. But
they were safe.
And, well, yeah. But then they go back when, like, turkeys were wild, man. Before the first Thanksgiving. And, like, they're all like, oh, running around all badass, unlike the modern day turkeys. And they get drug into this whole conflict with some hunters who are trying to be like, we're going to eat you turkeys. And they're like, nah, man. And like, wait, a bunch of stuff happens. He's like, wait, I can solve this issue. You guys need something to eat. And he gets back in the time machine, goes back to the future, gets a bunch of pizzas, brings it back to the past, hands out the pizzas at the Thanksgiving. And everyone's like, oh, shit, now we're all friends. And now pizza is the Thanksgiving thing. Lots of great stuff happens in there. There's some love. There's some loss. There's some friends made along the way.
Oh, did he fall in love in the past? Probably.
Oh, he did. And he stayed there.
He stayed there.
Oh, yeah, he stayed there.
Oh, my God.
Which is dangerous because, like...
You don't want to be your own grandfather.
Exists, right? No one wants to do that.
Okay, I want you now to put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. The next movie we're going to watch is Talk to Me. That's a good movie.
This was a good movie. Did Talk to Me give us something to talk about?
I don't remember.
I think it might. It might.
You know how they give those warnings that the animal dies in the movie? You know, it's just for those people that are sensitive. Well, I'll go ahead and give you a warning. The animal gets molested in the movie.
It does not.
No, the animal does the molesting.
Love. Yeah.
No, the dog came in for some licks, and it got like a firm, like, sensual squeeze for some, like, you're not supposed to lick back.
I think the dog would prefer if you lick back.
How else are you supposed to clean its tongue?
Why do you even have to clean tongue?
Because they eat shit.
So do I.
Listen, yesterday, my dog shit in the car and smashed it into the seatbelt, like, snap-in thing, and it took me forever.
You're fucking dog, dude. She sucks.
Yeah, she just... Look, it's a whole thing. It was a short trip. I didn't realize she hadn't pooped after eating her morning meal.
I feel like you should have. This
should
have been the story that opened the podcast. I feel like this is what it should.
I mean, it can through the magic of editing.
This episode shit on my day to day.
The episode of the podcast shit on your day.
Yeah. So I think the real joy of this episode is going to be the struggle of this episode.
The real joy of this episode is when it turns off, and then you can listen to whatever the hell you want.
Well. As always, I've been your I don't know what happened host, Kenny.
I am your number one Waspinator fan, Daniel.
Waspinator so confused. Ryan, I'm sorry. This is my fault. I'll take the heat. This is all my fault.
It's a good movie. Go watch the movie.
Go watch Beast Wars. Ooh, are we doing recommendations now?
We already did recommendations. We just said bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. On today's episode of Horrorble Opinions.